openness. Openness. Yes. I'm going to put the puppies down. Hi, puppies. Oh, Foxy and Weber. Sweetest boys. Okay. Stand with your legs apart and your arms up. You are the X. X marks the spot. This is your contented knowing. You are holding your own bubble open. You are claiming your own bubble, like we were talking about. This is your domain. This is your realm of control. This is your portal of impact. You are the one holding it open. You are the one you've been waiting for. You are in power. We've been working with this center line. Good morning, Maru. We are working with this center line. We've been circulating energy above and below, being the center point of the infinity sign, which allows our natural openness. Openness means accepting, approving, non-judgmental, and it is very high frequency. Ultimately high. So we're talking about like openness, all the way open is enlightenment. It is energy mastery. It is saintly, I don't know about using that word. There's so much joy and innocence going on right now. All the dogs greeting a child in the morning, the dawn of the sun. This is what we're talking about. This couldn't be more perfect. And this kind of synchronicity and natural emphasis, resonance, alignment is what occurs when you work with. I'm going to ask you, Maru, just not distract me too much because I'm on a roll. But thank you for being here. When you move through discharge and circulation and flexibility, when we're working consciously with discharge and circulation and flexibility, openness is our authentic baseline. We don't have to try at spirituality. We are just these souls with these bodies. We are spirituality. So we've been working with this center line. So I want you to press your hands at your heart, and you can press them lightly or you can press them really strong. And feel that center line of duality. Feel it moving through the center of your psyche, the center of your heart, the center of your sacral, your lower energy centers. Feel yourself split up the middle. You have this option to play with duality, to be lost in duality. Duality exists, but so does transcendence. Enlightenment is available to us through our play with duality. Bridging duality, that position, the X position that we were just in, the contented knowing, is the existing beyond the battle. Now there's a bit of a battle going on behind me. I'm going to ask you all to cooperate and let me finish this video, and then I'll make you breakfast. So we're holding the line of being a creature drenched in duality. We're holding that line through our relationship with discharge and circulation, moving energy the way that we were designed to, but the way that we've been programmed to forget, which has been fucking us up. We come into relationship with our own flexibility. We feel the secure expression of ourselves is having a relationship with this center line, that we are this tubular being, moving energy between source and the earth, between source and the earth, between source and the earth, and that we can let it all go. We can let it all recreate itself, which allows us to be authentic, to be fueled by our own soul, as opposed to shoulds and expectations and obligations from the outside. Openness is standing on that bridging. You're standing across that line, like 1 foot in each realm, holding it open. Openness is not having to be good or bad, right or wrong. It's not either or, it's both. It's always, I am filled with the possibility, the potentiality of everything. I could go in any direction. But openness is a high frequency of trusting yourself to discern and to choose. Openness is freedom. Openness is the patience to not lash out at the person that I already asked to be quiet, you know? Openness is honoring innocence, appreciating innocence, letting it provoke you to discharge everything that is dense, that separates us from our own self, because we are authentically deep innocence. And anything that isn't in full respect of innocence needs to be discharged, needs to be let go of. And the earth and source can recycle that for us. And our innocence comes online, and our innocence is that contented knowing that I don't have to reject anything. All is well. Everything is okay. It's all okay. Win-win. Win-win. Balance and harmony are real. Enlightenment is accessible to me. Again, maybe not as rapidly as I want it to be in its fullness, because I have to go through the layers of letting go to re-access, to remember, to re-embody. And I do that through discharging and circulating. Maru, please. Please, I'm excited to be with you guys. Please, will you support me to stay in the channeling of this important message? Thank you for bringing your playful energy. Thank you for bringing your sweetness. Thank you for distracting me with the need to feel the potentiality of frustration and reaction and let it alchemize with gratitude. And when I remember that animals, nature, and children are always innocent, always, that lets children and animals and nature provoke me where my innocence was rejected, distorted, perverted, and those are places that are filled with fury and frustration that need discharge. To bring my flexibility and openness back online so that I can embody what is actually possible through this body, so that I can honor my own soul and my exquisite sensitivity to be as multidimensionally intelligent as I am, to feel anchored and safe with myself on the naturally psychedelic landscape of quantum reality that is so flexible and so open. I am a mirror of that. I am a fractal of that. I am a piece, a part that has an important role to play of remembering myself as flexible and open, of honoring and respecting myself as flexible and open, as playing with myself as an authentic, flexible and open person through my relationship with discharge and circulation, that allows me to remember, that allows me to meet myself in the moments where forgetting and remembering are both available. We get to choose. As much as we have not chosen what we've been through or what's stuck in our systems, we get to choose how we play with it. We get to choose to groom ourselves to be ready to meet ourselves in those moments where forgetting and remembering are both available. And we get to hold reality open for ourselves, to live, to embody, to breed best case scenarios. Thank you so much for joining me in this microdose of DCFO. There is more coming your way in the coming days. We're going to explore DCFO again, but through the lens of the developmental phases, moving through 4 quadrants of development, ages 0 to 28, and then it repeats itself. We're going to play with, in the ideal reality where we are the energy master that we're designed to be, how would those phases look? What's the phases of exploration? And how do those phases of exploration match, reflect with the offerings, with the invitations, the opportunities in DCFO, unschool? Because we are undoing the narcissistic conditioning of focusing outwards, always outwards. Narcissism has had this twisted connotation of being overly focused on yourself, but it's actually being overly concerned with a particular image of yourself, which blocks you from that flexibility and perpetuates abuse of neglecting discharge and circulation. And that overwhelming presence of narcissistic conditioning and culture of forgetting and not prioritizing discharge and circulation is a product of patriarchal, painful influence of the over-prioritization of the mind with the rejection of the feeling and sensing. So we're not rejecting the mind to bring feeling and sensing back online. We're engaging playfully, determinedly, engaging discharge to bring the feeling and sensing back online, to set the mind at ease, to relax the mind. Listen to that giggling. Which is how we reconcile the colonial impact, the colonization of our bodies, filled with pain, suffering, dis-ease, distortion, disassociation, because of that over-prioritization of one element over another in a way that doesn't set all the elements free. It clunks up the system, messes with the circuitry, and has us feeling powerless and sometimes hopeless, really stressed, really dense and heavy. But the earth and source are always there slurping. So when you feel like you're spiraling downwards, I dare you to think about it as the earth slurping the density from you. And if you are not identified with the density, then the density can leave your body and you won't be slurped into the, what feels like a deep, dark pit of hopelessness. That gravity isn't working to bring you down. It's working to slurp the density from your body being and your energy bubble. Let the density be released into the earth, be recycled by the earth. Likewise, we can have experiences of being slurped up to source and being ungrounded, where source is slurping all the stories, all the thought forms, just clearing the slate, so that moment by moment you are your authentic flexibility and openness. But we can get feeling slurped up and get kind of high and heady, thinking, oh, I'm so powerful and important. I'm more powerful and important than something else. I'm better because I'm so spiritual, etc. That happens to lots of us, whether it's through science or religion, through like intellectual intelligence or spiritual intelligence. Those things are so important on earth, but they aren't more important than emotional flow and physical groundedness and exchange with the earth. All these pieces work together to allow the contented knowing. Your inner child, your unwounded inner child, is a fucking expert at contented knowing. But it's about discharging and circulating, letting go of the woundedness for your inner child to be their full fuck yes self in their contented knowing that allows you, that trusts you, so that you can quantum leap, so that you can ride the spiral and allow the fortunes to shift, to allow the best case scenarios to align for you. It's true. It's true. Yeah, this is a glorious life, and I'm really glad to be alive with you. Thanks for meeting me here, and I will see you tomorrow.